So what's going on, guys? I kind of just wanted to vent on today's video because this is something I keep running into whenever it comes into the dating world and mating world. And I'm sure you guys are running into the same thing, especially if you're an intelligent person. You understand women, you understand relationships, what it should be, what it shouldn't be. So my venting session will probably correlate with you if you just stick around. So recently, I'm dating, right? I'm in a big city. I recently moved to the big city, and these city girls are on some different time. One thing I do not like about city girls is their attitude and entitlement is just outrageous. They're a different type of people, just in general. They're not. Oh man, I thought about making a video just about why you shouldn't move to the city and all the reasons why you shouldn't move to the city, but maybe I'll do that later. But these city girls are on some different kind of time. Well, first of all, they sleep around a lot. Guys, if you're dating a city girl and she lives downtown, or she's like big into the city and she's single, like at 24, 25, 26, she's getting pumped and dumped. And it's by choice. She wants to do that. She wants to do that. But here's the thing that I keep running across, and it's going to be the main source of this video. So recently, you come across women, right? And they say they want a long-term relationship. And you're like, okay, cool. Maybe you're in that headspace. I'm kind of getting towards that headspace, but sometimes I'm not, right? I get turned off from the long-term relationship stuff really quickly because certain stuff just triggers me and turns me off that some of these city girls do that I just could never do. I could never be a part of or be seen with you acting that kind of way. But you run across these women, right? And they say they want long-term relationships, and you're like, okay, we can work towards that. And then you examine their behavior, whether it's texting, whether it's calling you, whether it's delayed texts or delayed calls, or whether it's flaking or whatever it is, right? There's a lot of things behavior that could be turning you off, right? Maybe it's their career that they're into and it's taking up way too much time. Not saying that that's a huge problem, but I mean, if you want a relationship, you guys should probably communicate more often, right? Morning time at least than at night, right? But these women talk and act like they want relationships, but their actions speak being in the streets. And so the more and more I know about women, the more and less inclined you just want to get into a relationship, because women, their words mean nothing. And ladies, I hate to say that, but I'm speaking though, the 100% truth. You women keep going back to guys that abused you and cheated on you and stuff. You act like you're outraged by it, but you go back to it. Women's words literally hold no weight. I don't believe majority of anything a woman says. Especially once I look at your actions, and your actions absolutely do not line up to what your intended goal was. And so you're gonna I'm running across a lot of women in the city that say they want long-term relationships, but they act like a city girl. And I'm like, you want a relationship, but still going out to every weekend, still dressing scantily clad. Guys dating, I don't know how you city guys do it, right? I mean, okay, if you're in the city and you want to smash a lot of women and you're not in that relationship stage, oh man, you're gonna have lots of opportunities to do that. Because these city women are slores. And that is 100% true. Don't ever let no city girl tell you that she's a virgin. She is lying her ass off. I promise you, I've seen it, I've done it. So, and then it made me think about the bigger issue. Do people even really want relationships anymore? They say they do, but their actions don't line up to what they say they want. I don't think women really want long-term relationships like they say they do, or at least they don't know what it takes to maintain a long-term relationship. The guys have no clue, or they just don't have the option to date long-term, or they're getting a lot of women and they're sleeping with multiple women a week. Why would they ever settle down? So it's a polarizing thing. It's an extremist thing on either side. And so, again, this is one of the biggest problems that we're having in our society. If people don't know how to get into relationships and maintain the relationship into a marriage, like, people don't even make it to the marriage stage. Like, you have to wait 2, 3, 4 years. And that's a lifetime in today's dating and mating culture. That's the new marriage. A long-term relationship that's 2 or 3 years long, because people can't even last 6 months nowadays because the options are just too much. People are cheating too much. We've already went over the statistics. And so this is going to continue to be a problem that nobody wants to solve in the relationship realm. And this is why we're not creating enough workers. This is why children are suffering. They're doped up, and the music is representative of dope fiends and crack addicts, because they grew up in broken families, because these people don't know how to get into long-term relationships and maintain a relationship, get into a marriage and make the shit work. There's no model for them to follow. Everybody's just having a free-for-all, screwing everybody over, sleeping with multiple people. A woman will say she want a long-term relationship, but still be talking to 3, 4, 5 dudes. But she'll tell you she wants a long-term relationship. It's the most hilarious shit in the world. It's hard when it comes to dating and relationships. I'm just gonna be real with you. It's hard to take any person seriously, man or woman. I don't believe you. You need more people. So you guys let me know if you're running into this huge problem. Now, granted, it's not a problem as in I can't get a relationship. It's not that. It's more of like, I see why people aren't getting into relationships that aren't lasting, because their actions don't line up to what they really want. They want the idea of a long-term relationship posted on the gram, being in love, Valentine's Day, Christmas gifts, birthday gifts. They want the idea, but the actual implementation of it, they do not want. And plus, a lot of people are tainted. they have trust issues, and I can't blame you. If you just trusting everybody in this dating world, you're gonna get screwed. You're gonna get your heart torn to shreds. And that's another thing. If you taint it, you probably don't make good for long-term relationships, because at some level, you gotta trust this person, right? You gotta trust them to text you back, trust them to communicate their feelings, trust them in certain situations when they're not around, when you're not around, they're doing what they say they're doing. So, the dating world is fogged. That's my video. You guys comment below if you've seen this or witnessed this. I will see you guys in the next one, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Peace.